So I've been with Illuminate for about like
Been
9
a
years.
student at Illuminate for about 11 years now.
I have been with Illuminate since it began.
I've been going to Illuminate for 10 years now.
I've been here for 3 years.
And I've been in Illuminate for about 6 years, give or take.
I've been at Illuminate for, I think, 9 years.
I've done a couple of junior productions. I was in like 4 main stages.
I have been in 8 junior productions, 7 main
6 main stages. I have been in a lot of junior productions before that.
3 main stage, high school main stage.
I've been in, I think, 6 or 7 main stages.
I've been doing Salt and Light this year.
Did most of the stage readings.
6 stage readings.
I directed 2 shows.
Like select choir and mixed choir.
I've been helping backstage for a lot of shows.
I've done 3 stage act readings.
I have also helped out with a good amount of junior productions.
I have assistant directed 2 shows. I've directed 1.
I also help out with the media team and the Illuminators.
I have also led a couple of the outreach groups.
I have helped out with some sets and props. I'm particularly proud of the props I did for SpongeBob.
And I've kind of done a little bit of everything. I feel like I've been in every department at least once while I was here.
If I had to choose a specific memory, it would be in Singing in the Rain. I have a video of this. It's 3 minutes long. I was doing Johnny's makeup, and I don't know why I was recording. I think it just like captured like, you know, the pre-show jitters and like I don't know. It's the whole thing about like everyone is in the same boat. We're all nervous. We're all excited. We're all kind of tired. And you know, this is like the makeup room is kind of where you get to just like get all the sillies out. The energy is always really positive and encouraging.
It's during the 3rd show of The Wizard of Oz when the first 2 shows, I don't want to go into too much detail, a lot of stuff went wrong during the first 2 shows. 3rd show, every single thing went well. And then me and Judah at the end were both just started cheering. Nothing went wrong this time. And it was so much fun because we both just cared so much about the show, and it was everything that we wanted it to be.
I think a favorite memory or 2 is when I was Footloose, when I was Chuck Cranston. So we had the sodas, and I came out with the Mountain Dew, and I was supposed to be all angry and whatnot because Ariel, you know, didn't come on the date night, whatever. And there's like a bunch of the girls were sitting at a table at the restaurant, and I just come over and I slam my Mountain Dew down on the table, and it just sprays into the faces of the girls that were sitting at the restaurant table, and it was just fire.
During The Wizard of Oz, I was helping backstage, and there was this little prop of a rat. And one of the nights, it was me and my friends on my side, and I was like, what if we put it in Dorothy's house? So we did. For that night, we put it in the house, and I don't know if anyone noticed it, but then we did it another night, and then everyone thought it was so funny, and then we started putting the rat in like every scene, and people were like looking for it, and it was like my favorite. It was so
The time when we went to the restaurant after the play on Friday was just like so fun, like talking to everyone, sitting down, just kind of bonding with the cast after our first show. So yeah, one of my favorite memories.
After all the shows, specifically Matilda, at the last one, when as soon as you do that last note, holding that last pose, and as that part is ending, wrapping up, that part when you're just looking around at your friends and you're to their smiles or whatever, and you're just like in your mind, and what's going through everybody's mind is like, man, we did that. That was awesome.
Who I love. I mean, I'm thinking backstage for SpongeBob, but I was having the time of my life. I have this one scene where I walk out and I hold up a poster board, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill it for my one scene where I hold up a poster board. Oh my gosh, guys, we're gonna be handing Plankton a ray gun. I thought that was like, I genuinely had been in such a bad time in my life right about then, and I felt like it was just the perfect restorative boost of like, I'm spending time with people who I care about, and we're helping these kids put together just the funniest show we've ever seen. And so again, it's just my best memory in all these situations is just like being with the people I love. Doesn't matter if what I'm doing is the stupidest thing on earth. Like that's what means so much to me.
I think I would say like, don't be scared. Don't be scared to open up and let yourself shine. Who knows what kind of gifts and talents you have, and you'll never know until you try.
Just get out of your comfort zone. Like, if you're starting something that you're comfortable with, that's good. But right after that, jump into something. Full force. Doesn't matter if you don't think you're gonna like it, or if you think it's not for you, because who knows? You might end up loving it. I never wanted to do a show. I did backstage like 5 times, and I did 3 shows. I wish I jumped into it earlier. Wish I got out of my comfort zone earlier. So
I think the best advice I could give to not be afraid to put yourself out
You
there.
gotta put yourself out there, because if you don't, then you're gonna be missing out on a lot of things, and you're not gonna get the chance to go back and do them again because it's already done.
Like, and do things even if it's not necessarily something you're comfortable with or something that you have experience in doing.
Like, you have to embrace being uncomfortable, because that's how you grow as a person. Without discomfort, you can't really grow.
I would say just like believing in yourself, because like it sounds kind of cheesy. It sounds, like, oh, of course she's saying that. Look up generic inspiring stuff. But I mean it, because I only started getting bigger roles and like, solos and songs because I started to believe that I could do it. I think if I were to go back in time, tell myself anything, I would just tell myself to, take that risk and believe in myself.
Again, most of the time it's better to just try something, and if you don't like it, hey, that's fine,
The biggest advice I can give is have grace with yourself. If you put yourself out there, you might make mistakes. But it's important to remember, you are not your mistakes. You're so much more than that. If you let all the mistakes you've made consume you, you won't improve. Mistakes are how we get to the end goal. You're not going to be perfect at everything on your first.
I did a lot of backstage. I was backstage crew for a lot of shows. I was not one to be on stage at all. I was like, nope, you find me 6 feet under before I do this. So I went on. Then I got out of my comfort zone, did the shows, and I did 3. I did 2 after I did my first one, on stage performing in front of an audience, and it was a blast. So that's how I've grown. I've been more comfortable on stage.
Up in this mentality of like, high school is forever, okay? Like you get to that peaked in high school mindset of, if I don't get a lead role in my senior year, I'm literally going to die, okay? And it's really easy to fall into that. I fall into that myself. But the thing that matters is that it doesn't matter, which sounds weird. Don't laugh at me, hear me out. You could be coming off the most disappointing year of your life and still have such a brilliant future ahead of you.
I think something I've learned is not to take myself so seriously, because when I was younger, like allowing myself to have more fun with things. I feel like in theater, obviously, you have to be able to just go with the flow, but like just not be so afraid of looking funny, I don't know, not so composed all the time.
Easy to give up, and it is hard to not give up and to keep trying. But trying is always more rewarding and more fun. And sometimes you audition for a part and you don't get the part that you want. And you can give up and be like, I don't want to do that because it's not what I wanted to do. Just a lot nicer to focus on the positive side of things, and it leads, and I think I don't know what I'm saying. I didn't know how I was going to end that sentence.
Well, that's really all I have for you. And that's like the emotional ending, but if you want the funny ending,
you
gotta
should join the media team.
You will grow, you will change.
And you will shine.
And you will shine. And you can learn more at IlluminateArtsCo.com.